Hello and welcome to a new video. Today guys we are featuring Armarouge. However, instead of making this a very spicy team, at least a very spicy video, we ended up going like a crazy ELO. Like this is, if you watch my other video, I said that I used the 3 teams in order to climb 300 plus ELO each time. Yeah, this was the first actually, so like 2 weeks. Basically not 2 weeks, basically when Great League started. So yeah, this team was actually surprisingly good, and not just Armarouge. Like Armarouge was good, and I got a bit lucky, not gonna lie, with the teams I played. But the thing that was actually the star of the team was Victini. This is crazy. This thing is crazy, really crazy. So yeah, let's get into the battles. They are X2, so they will be fast, even though we have 2 sats. Here it was obvious my opponent was going to debuff me, but we don't really give a fuck, do we? We are losing lead and still beating down one of the very toxic teams in... Okay, my opponent could have actually taken me down here and the outcome would have been different, but nonetheless they chose to throw. We take it and we throw ourselves and a win. So yeah, not a very dominant win, nonetheless it's a win. This team was very fun. Look, Victini. I'm playing this team as an ABB, rather an ABA, sorry, of Psychic and Fire on the lead because of one reason. Victini is a perfect lead for such ABA team. I rarely find a Pokemon that can play ABA leads. This is one of them. Victini with V-Create can destroy opponents. Quick attack, charge fast, and Focus Blast annihilates everything basically. Like you see it landing on Bastiodon. If Bastion has actually bad IVs, we KO with just one move, we KO. Here I'm shielding because I was afraid actually of being down shields, but yeah, this is the beauty of Vigoroth. Vigoroth is not that good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say Vigoroth is oppressive and all of that and it's good. No, it's not. And in a meta where Annihilate is everywhere, you don't really want to run Vigoroth. However, in this specific team, I needed something that can counter ghost types because I'm using Psychic, and I needed something that can counter dark types. I guess maybe I see them or something like that. So I needed such team. And Vigoroth kind of fit the criteria, plus I wanted something that can grab shields. Here, even though we don't have any protective shield, we can live. They go for Psycho Boost for some reason. That doesn't really end up being any different to Psyshock. Psyshock is actually good and it's also stab, so and it's a bit cheaper than flame charge, so it's the way to go in such scenarios basically. Alright, now this is a good lead. However, Brave Bird does a lot of damage. Yeah, and this is the thing I need to mention. Victini isn't actually all that squishy. I mean, granted, these are resisted steel wings, but nonetheless we can survive moves with Victini. Meaning that we can take shields and like look at this Dragonair. It's resisting our V-Create, but 2 will KO and we reach them with ease. So yeah, this game is looking very good for us. They can come up with whatever they want to. I don't care. Here my Vigoroth will shine. I reach a move and this is basically all I need to make sure I reach one move. They shield. I can let the first one go because they don't really have any fast move pressure. So they need a move to KO always. Had they had a move, a fast move pressure, that would have been different. I would have definitely shielded here. However, I can go for 2 Psyshocks now, and they will near KO probably. One will get the shield, the other will near KO, and I guess I can just end the game with Armarouge now, because I can shield this and reach a move basically, and I can also, there is a merit to following them all the way down because Incinerate is oppressive. Armarouge isn't a bad Pokemon, by the way. Like, both these Pokemon shouldn't be that hard to get. I got one, if you saw my other video about Cerulege, I got them from trades from a new account. My nephew basically made a new account. This time he traded me from a different one, traded me multiple ones. One was like level 1 or 2. He told me this is his friend account because I told him, you know, I make content, even though it's not technically cheating. I still don't prefer for my nephew to basically start making alt accounts and stuff like that. So he told me it's not. It's actually from his friend. His friend was holding the phone. I have my doubts if he made an ult or not, to be honest, but nonetheless, technically it's not cheating, so it was okay either way. I'm very thankful for them actually, but it's not a game-changing Pokemon basically, but still nonetheless, it's very bad to make Pokemons that are fun outside of reach. Like I get Ceruledge not being there everywhere is okay, because there is a ton, like literally a ton of Pokemons that share the same typing. One of them being the best of all time, the GOAT, god of the game itself, Alolan Marowak, and the other being, of course, Skelly. There's a lot, Chandelure. However, I believe we only have the Delphox basically as a psychic and fire type, and Delphox has shitty moves. Incinerate is very fun to use, so yeah, I wish everyone could get this one. And as you see from the IVs, I actually was lucky. Like this is like rank 200, something like that. It's not a very bad Pokemon. And yeah, one of the reasons I chose Vigoroth was because of this Pokemon that died out, by the way. I rarely see Feraligatr nowadays. But since we are a normal type, we double resist the Ghost fast move, which Feraligatr relies on. So yeah, it's not okay, but something like that can beat us, destroy us. We can survive a Night Slash, by the way. This is the beauty of it. And they can technically survive a V-Create, I believe, but no one really want to take a V-Create to the face. And with that, the game is over. Even though they can hit us for super effective damage, I'm gonna have to wish... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to wish it being a Shadow Ball, because Sam baiting will actually put me in a tough situation. Here, the question is, do they have Aerial Ace or do they have... Yeah. Who the fuck runs Mantine with Water Pulse? I mean, GG to my opponents, they got me, so it's working for them. Nonetheless, why Water Pulse? Very weird. I can survive by the way, is that cannon. Like, this is why Victini is becoming my favorite Pokemon to play in Great League. This thing destroys, like really destroys. They can survive 1v-create, if I'm not mistaken, but barely. Yeah, they can survive, but we can reach another one. We reach them after 5. We are quick, literally, this is a quick attack. But they farm us all the way down. Now we took both shields and we got them into one incinerate range basically. I'm gonna hope they don't get a debuff. They do get a debuff. Things are getting tough. I didn't want to waste my energy because I'm debuffed. However, in this particular scenario, I believe I can, yeah, shield one, farm them all the way down. Not even shield actually. Save shields. Okay. I need to shield here. Yeah, and I need to land at least 2 body slams if I'm not mistaken. If I land 2 body slams, I'm gonna basically guarantee winning, because 2 Psyshocks afterwards will KO, and we are close to 2 Psyshocks. Actually, I believe I'm gonna win just with Vigoroth. Okay, I take back what I said about Vigoroth. Vigoroth is strong, guys. To be fair, my opponent was in a very tough situation. Even though they can destroy us with their fast move, their charge move are resisted unless they have the Hydro Pump. So yeah, even for fire types, it's not a very comfortable matchup for Azu. So yeah, and we are hitting for neutral. As you see here, this team in particular, I started it with like 2,100 ELO, probably less, and I did climb a very fair amount with it. Here, for example, you see that we are taking a shield from a ghost type. Now we go into our anti-ghost, basically. Had I seen it in the lead, and this is how you play an ABA team, if you see a ghost in the lead, you stay in. You try to grab a shield with V-Create, then come and align your Vigoroth to them, and if they swap out, you can swap out as well. Yeah, it gets tough. Here, for example, if you saw, this is X2 speed, so it will not be very easily seen, but I reached a rock slide. I tap on the rock slide and my game lags, so I cannot reach it. Here basically I need either to farm them all the way down or to start shielding. Actually, yeah, I have to throw here, because if they throw again, they either get me very low, where the Shadow Claws will destroy me. Okay, one does not KO, but Incinerate afterwards, I believe, will. So, oh, look at the Incinerate after the buffs. I should shield. This is getting tough. Oh, they give me the match. They give me the match with this catch. Because I wasn't actually at a move. Bastiodon lead. Now, we love Bastiodon. Alright, we outpace Bastiodon, so we reach Focus Blast. Yeah, they are at 7 now, so technically they have the Stone Edge, but I'm 1 turn ahead, so I can throw and look at the damage. Now, they are forced to throw, because else I will reach a Victini before they KO me. So even though they won this matchup, I still did a lot of hard pulling with Victini. I love Victini, and I love Focus Blast. Focus Blast is basically my favorite move in the game, so whenever a team has a Pokemon has Focus Blast, I tend at least to be tempted to try it out, even if it's not recommended or it's not gonna do good. Here we can farm them all the way down. Technically we can farm the Bastiodon. Here they cannot really do anything, even if they shield. Look at the Incinerate 2 will more than destroy them, and this is a GG. Alright, so even if they saved the Bastion, it wouldn't have mattered. Here we throw at CMP. I was thinking they will win, as I will win, but apparently Annihilate wins. However, they were baiting, and not only baiting, they are baiting with Ice Punch nonetheless. So I end up taking a shield. I outpace them now because they have Ice Punch and not Night Slash, and they baited. So I take 2 shields from a Ghost type, and I almost reached a third. Now I have the alignment I want. I should shield here because one Shadow Ball will absolutely take me out. Like literally take me out with one move. I store a move and then swap out into a very dominating matchup, because even though they hit for neutral damage with Body Slam, nonetheless we are double resistant the leg damage, and Lickitung, as you know, basically relies on legs. And we are dealing super effective damage with our counter. So I believe right now... actually we cannot. They will reach a move. They don't? I thought they will reach a move. Nonetheless, we are basically giving free energy for Annihilate. Okay, now this Incinerate won't KO, however the next one will. Here I can go for Flame Charge because it's neutral due to the Ice type. We throw one, we go for the Psyshock, and we hope Psyshock now KOs. It doesn't. So yeah, they win this game. GG's for them. No, they don't, because we can still reach a Rock Slide. Had I stayed in basically with Vigoroth, I wouldn't have made it. But now, because my opponent had actually Ice Charge instead of counter, I was able to reach the Rock Slide, and we won the game. Very tight game. Here, as we saw before, just reaching Focus Blast, meaning we are throwing on good timing. And yes, this is a somewhat of a bad IV, not the perfect IVs, at least for Bastiodon. So we end up KOing a Bastiodon, like we are a fire type that one-shotted a Bastion. This was beautiful. Now I can come up here with this. The reason I did that, even though it's a dominant matchup for Armarouge, is because sometimes... 3 straight, bye bye. Is because sometimes they can actually run Annihilate in the back, and if I do that, I will have Vigoroth versus an Annihilate, so I don't really need to. You know, it's a neutral matchup for Vigoroth, and Armarouge is more than enough. Deletes the team. And we flexed with 2 shields versus a Bastiodon team. Here I throw right away, and I need to swap out. Because I did throw right away. As you know, Victini, I believe, takes either 3 stages, drops our defense by 3 stages, I believe, after each one. So yeah, a great move in terms of damage, but it has its downside. We reach a Body Slam, so at least we will not be farmed down without putting up a fight. Yeah, this is probably better because I need to ramp up my attack with a Flame Charge. Oh, they go for Psycho Boost, so basically they give me the game. They should have baited. Here, they can't really do anything. Even if they shield this one, and if they do, I will farm them all the way down afterwards. Exactly. This is a GG by this point. My opponent quits the game. I don't know if we have... this is the final game. This is a 5-0, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed this team. This was very fun to use, and you can probably use this team with like Scally in the back instead. many things will work. They are closed. So yeah, see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.